Alrighty then. There has been some very interesting developments, and this will affect some TIs. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to run through this, and I'm running through it off the top of my head. I don't have any notes or anything like that. And I have a really bad connection where I'm at, so I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get this up, but I am going to get it up as soon as I can. But I am going to make this video right now. These anons that are following everything, what's going on, have figured out Comey's tweets. The one where he's standing in the woods and says so many questions, and then after Mueller's report comes out, he says so many answers. And they have found out that the questions are attacks and answers are counterattacks. Now, if you go back to General Pike's, you can Google it, type in Albert Pike, and in the drop-down list of, suggested whatever will be Third World Wars. Or you can just type in Albert Pike 3 World Wars and get the information. But Albert Pike describes the First World War as to take out the czars, and a byproduct of that was to take out the Ottoman Empire out there, and that enabled them to infiltrate the Middle East, as the Ottoman Empire was holding them back from doing that. Then he describes what World War II would be all about, and it's just a coinkydink that all this matches up. Well, when he talks about the Third World War, he talks about the differences between Islam and Christianity, and we're going to pit Islam against Christianity until they destroy themselves, this, that, and the other thing. Okay. All of Comey's endeavors, efforts, have been aimed in this direction with New Zealand. And then the retaliations. The questions, I don't know if I stated this a few seconds ago, I might have, but the questions are attacks and the answers are counterattacks. So the attacks were New Zealand and some other things, and the answers, the counterattacks, were these people retaliating for the attack in New Zealand. Okay, if you would like to get an idea of how they decode Comey's tweets, Comey's last tweet was, or I don't know if it was his last one, but the one of the 27th of April said 5 jobs I've had. And then he describes 5 jobs. Look at the title of that. 5, J for jobs, I've for I've, and then had, H-A-D. What does that spell? 5, J-I-H-A-D. And who pops up in the news? al-Baghdadi, old McCain's buddy. So it looks like Comey is running al-Baghdadi. This fits in with Albert Pike's little Islam against Christianity stuff, with all the other stuff that's going on, all these other shootings that are going on. Now, like I said, I'm going off the top of my head. I want to see if I'm forgetting anything before I get to the good part. Okay, Comey, he is one of the sick Child Molester Society members. But he's not 322, but I guess he's working at the direction of 322. Comey, somebody had set up a website giving all the instructions for these latest attacks and counterattacks and all that stuff. Somebody set up a website. Now, if you remember one of my videos recently, I discussed the dream makers. The little process of, chasing people into therapy, and then the therapist takes over and fills them full of drugs and plays them this dream over and over and over. This is who we're discussing. Comey has been saying to activate the sleeper cells, which are these guys. And we saw a bunch of shooting, or a bunch of, stuff since then, attacks since then. Okay. Somebody set up a website for the handlers, or the people doing the stuff, to get their instructions from. The targets, all that stuff. Logistics and that kind of information there. Well, it turns out that the white hats, the good people, broke that quite a while ago and arrested quite a few of these people going to this website. This is how the attacks in California were busted. And something else, I can't remember it. Like I said, I'm going off the top of my head, but and I'm trying to go through this fast. There was something else that occurred that okay, well, it's Notre Dame. I wasn't going to talk about that. But it turns out that Notre Dame was supposed to be the sacrifice. During Easter service, they were going to do something, but the fire stopped that from occurring. So they went to Plan B, which was Sri Lanka. Anyway, they've arrested a bunch of these people going to the websites, getting their instructions domestically. And a lot of these people are talking. There are whistleblowers that volunteer. So maybe we're seeing the beginning. I don't know. We'll find out. But the stuff is happening. Like I said, behind the scenes, there's a lot of stuff happening. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I've said everything I need to. If I remember anything, I'll put it in my next video or something like that. But this I wanted to get out. So I guess that's it. Hope that helps. I'll talk to you later. Bye.